Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I have been on here. Things have been crazy. Life has been crazy, but hopefully I'm back to creating videos. Today I'm going to be doing a Photocard collection flip through for the end of the year. I want to be able to look back in a year and see kind of where my collection was, see how much it's grown. This video is really kind of for me, but I also thought it would be a chance to kind of talk about kind of how my year went, and also let y'all see my collection for the first time because I've never shown it on camera. So grab a snack. This will be a long video. I have a lot to show and I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. Okay guys, to start off this Photocard collection flip through video, we'll start with the collection that started all of this in the first place, which is my BTS collection. Going through this whole entire video, you'll see that a lot of my binders are not really decorated or don't have cover photos. My BTS one does, just because I've had it around the longest and it's still not the cutest thing, but that is a goal for the next year, is to kind of make my binders look a little bit cuter and more put together. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this. I collect Jimin. He is my bias for BTS. I used to have some JK photo cards, but in the past year, I decided to downsize my BTS collection so that I could focus on other collections, and so I only kept what was important to me. So, yeah. So, while flipping through this, I'll just kind of talk about like how I got into K-pop in the first place. Like I said, BTS is what got me into collecting, but they were also my very first K-pop group that I listened to. I randomly heard them on the VMAs when I was in college, but I didn't get into them until I was working a couple years later, like at my job. My coworkers actually really tried to get me into 17, but one day I was going through YouTube and I saw the Boy With Love video and I listened to it. I was intrigued, just kind of wanted to get to know their names, and as many of you probably know, it didn't stop there. So yeah, I immediately got into it. Didn't know much about I didn't know anything about photo cards and photo card collecting, so it's just something that I gradually started learning about. And yeah, so I've been collecting since 2020, but yeah, and like I said, my bias is Jimin, but my wrecker is JK, which is why y'all see some of his photo cards sprinkled in here. One of my goals for sure for next year is to get all of their solo albums. Since they took their group hiatus, I really lost focus of my BTS collection, and so there's a lot of items that I want for it that I haven't gotten yet. I don't even have all of JK's versions. I have 2 versions so far of his album. So, yeah. Right now we're getting into... So all of this so far has been album PCs. Now we're going to get into my mini tour PCs, which this one is my favorite. It is the Love Yourself Japan set, and I love it. But yeah, BTS, like I said, I was supposed to see them in concert back in 2020. And we all know how that ended. Sadly, that didn't happen. And I never ended up getting to see them after that. So I'm really hoping when they come back from their military service that they will do a tour or something and I'll finally get to see them in concert, because I really love them. And like I said, they're the reason I like K-pop in the first place, so they're kind of special to me. But yeah, I do have to thank them though. I was so obsessed with BTS. Like, I thought that they were everything when they were still an active group. And I didn't really listen to a lot of groups at all outside of them. Like, I listened to other hype groups. Like, I would listen to TXT and I would listen to Enhypen. But I really didn't, like, focus on them. I did start collecting for Enhypen while they were still an active group, but I didn't like focus as much on the collection. But when BTS announced their hiatus, I was like, oh gosh, I have to find something else to like listen to, like new releases and stuff. Not that I would get tired of listening to the same thing, but you know, it is fun to, you know, participate in comebacks and stuff like that. So like I said, BTS really kind of got me addicted to K-pop culture and all of that stuff. So yeah. So them going on a hiatus kind of helped me expand my K-pop horizons, but I am very excited for the day that they are back as 7. Not that I don't enjoy their solo music, because they all did an incredible job. And I love something from each of their solo albums, but there's just something about them all being together that makes it even more special. So that was just my photo card binder. Let's go ahead and take a look at my inclusions binder. Here is my BTS inclusions binder. As you can see, it is also fairly chunky. However, it's not the biggest binder I have, and it was much bigger, but I also downsized what was in this binder. I used to put every single inclusion from any album, stickers, whatnot, all in a binder, but I wanted to downsize the collection so that I have more space on my shelves and stuff, so I took a lot out, and so I kept, like, the things that I would want to see if I flipped through this. So yeah. So one of my goals for next year is I really want to complete Jimin's album PCs. As you can see in the last binder, there's not that many that I am missing. So I really want to complete those because, like I said, I kind of put my BTS collection on the back burner, like, as a group. So, like, I still got all of Jimin's solo stuff, and I completed what I wanted to for his solo album. But all, like, things that I was actively working on, like completing his photo cards from their Korean albums, I kind of put that to the back burner. That's what I really want to complete next year. Also filling in any like gaps for Jimin's collection specifically that I am missing. So like any inclusions. I know I have some proof inclusions that I'm missing of his. So, and so that's a goal for next year. Hopefully I'll be able to do that because I don't know though. They keep surprising us. I say that they're not going to release any new content that I would have to collect for, but I would be lying because it's hype. What are we talking about? This is one of my favorite little mini posters of Hobie, by the way. And I love these Holo postcards. But yeah, we'll see if I'm able to do that, but hopefully that's not a hard task and I'm able to complete that simple goal for next year. I know I have like the Permission to Dance DVD. I haven't gotten that yet. That's on my wish list of things to get, so we'll see. All in our memories section. I'm trying to flip through this kind of quick because this is going to be a really long video just in itself. And I'm hoping that I'm not boring y'all too much with what I'm talking about. It is going to be sad not to get a season's greetings, although we didn't have one technically for 23. But I don't know. I love the season's greetings though. They're definitely some of my favorites. Winter package. So as this is like a end of year kind of flip through, I guess let's talk about like my K-pop, surprises from the year, or some of my favorite things that happened in K-pop this year. One of them, while flipping through this, makes me think of, I got Jimin and JK's solo albums, which was so awesome. I remember the day that Jimin's album came out so vividly. And it was just so exciting getting to go buy his album in the store and listen to it all the way through. It was just very exciting. And so that was definitely a highlight of the year. Another highlight of the year was getting to go to not one, but two K-pop, well, technically 3 K-pop concerts. 2 were from the same group, but that was definitely another huge highlight from the year for me. That was it for this binder. Let's go ahead and move on to the next binder. So after I started collecting BTS, they were the only group that I collected for a while, and then Enhypen debuted, and immediately their song. So I didn't watch Island when it was live, but I watched it quite fairly soon after it ended. Enhypen just really kind of like drew me in very quickly. Given Taken is probably one of the like best debut songs that I've heard. Like I said, it immediately caught my attention, and so yeah, I immediately went back, started watching Island, and of course, that is where I met my kid, my son, Sunu. I love him. He is such a sunshine, and he is who I collect for Enhypen. Yeah, I collect all of his Korean album PCs. When I first started collecting Enhypen, I kind of went crazy and was like, I'm gonna go all out and collect everything. Hence the reason I have these Japanese PCs. But when BTS went on their hiatus, I was like, I don't know. I was losing disinterest before then in collecting, which is why I didn't do unboxings for a while, is because I just lost interest in collecting and trading and all that. And so I decided to cut back on like what I was collecting for each group that I collected. And so yeah. But I have figured it out, and now I am back. So I'm doing just album PCs for Sunu, and then I do keep some PCs from, like, if I get an OT7 set, I'll keep that. But for the most part, I just keep his. A big goal for me is like, so when I like had that huge dip in like disinterest, I missed out. Like at that point I was doing so good with my collection, making sure I had all of his PCs, and then I lost interest, and now I'm missing quite a few starting at Manifesto. So my goal is definitely to finish up these cards next year, so that maybe by the next comeback I'll be caught up. But yeah, I do keep PCs from, my bias line that I really like, or other members that I like. Like, I drew all these Nickies, and I didn't really want to trade them, so I just kept them. And then here's, my bias wreckers, Heesung and Jungwon. But yeah, into Orange Blood. I love this little orange theme. It's so cute. But yeah, so this is now going to be our album inclusion section. My Enhypen binder is somewhat organized, but I don't have everything in it. I recently decided to reorganize my binder, and I haven't put everything back in here, but the majority's in here. The important stuff for this video is in here. So here's all my album inclusions. So Enhypen was one of the groups that I got to see in concert this year. I actually saw them back in October for my birthday. They were there in Dallas for their Fate tour, and I got to see them. I actually got to do sound check. I was VIP 2, so I got to do sound check, and that was just such a fun experience. And they're, of course, incredible performers. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Some of my favorite songs that they performed was Criminal Love, and then Go Big or Go Home, obviously, because it's just a hype song. What else? Fever. I was really excited to see Fever live, so And yeah, and then it was Heesung's birthday, so we got to sing happy birthday, give him a cake on stage. So I really loved it. It was so fun, and like I said, I got to see some songs performed that I really wanted to see live. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. So for Orange Blood, I got Jay and Sunu's signature. For Dark Blood, as y'all could see, I got Jungwon's. And I only ordered one signed album for Dark Blood. And I got Jungwon's, and I didn't want to trade his signature. So I just kept it. And hence the reason I don't have Sunu's. But it's okay. But yeah. I would definitely see them in concert again, though. So, Enhypen, if you're touring again, please come back to Dallas. So yeah. Also, it made my one friend who was casually listening to Enhypen, she is now a full-on stan. Heesung is her bias. So yeah, now we're moving on to like membership and like membership, seasons, greetings, the Goo packages, things like that. This is what this section is. The packages never end for them. Which is why this is stuff that I decided to cut. I decided to only collect albums and album PCs. So none of this is up to date. This is all older stuff because I decided to stop collecting it. It just, I don't know. I'm one of those people I can only focus like all my energy into buying everything for one group release. So that's why. But yeah. Next section is going to be tour stuff. Tour merch that I bought. Or fan meeting merch as well. In case you're curious. Here's my prize possessions, my little lucky draws from the tour that I got. Love these. And Heesung. I wanted to trade for Jungwon's, but I decided against it. It was not in the cards for me to do that. And that is it for my Enhypen binder. Like I said, I am only doing album PCs, so this binder doesn't hopefully turn into anything much bigger. But we'll see if I stick with my word to only do that. But yeah, let's move on to my smallest collection. So this is going to be the smallest binder that I have in my collection. It started out as going to be like a miscellaneous binder for groups that I don't really collect, but I've bought albums for, and I just put their photo cards in here. However, I don't really buy a lot of albums for groups that I don't collect. I thought I could do that with Ateez, and well, here we are. And so yeah, this is right now my Ateez and a sprinkle of NCT 127. It all started with these cards right here. I saw these Target cards, these Inception cards, and I was like, oh, that's so cool for their most recent comeback. And I was like, I just want one of my bias because I do love their music. I've just never thought to collect them because I don't know. I just thought it would be too hard, but I decided, you know what? I'm going to try. I'm just going to buy one so I can get, one of these cards. And of course, that started something. So I do want OTA. I do have to make some trades to get Yuno's and Jongho's, but I do have all of the other members so far, and I'm obsessed with these cards. And then we have, I believe, Hello 82. This may be the US card. I think this is the US. And this is my bias line, by the way, for Ateez. Hyunjin, Seonghwa, San, and Wooyoung. Wooyoung's actually my bias, which you'll see. And then he is my second in command, Mr. Hyunjin. So we got their digipacks. And then I have these cards on the way, so you'll see them in a haul later on, I'm sure. I love this card. He's so cute. And then a page of Hyunjin concept cards. And these are from the gold digipacks. I only wanted this card. This is kind of also what started the Ateez collection thing. I wanted this Hyunjin so bad. Just look how cute he is. And I finally pulled him this past weekend with my friends. And it was the last gold digipack that this K-pop store in my town had. And I got him. A page of random PCs from the platform version. And then now we're going to move into some really like random ones. Because I went to a trading event right after the most recent comeback, and I had Ateez PCs I was trading, and they were like, here, you can get anything from mine. And I, of course, picked stuff from older albums. So, yeah. I don't know what these are from. I know they're from the Outlaw album, and that's it. Yeah. That is the extent of my knowledge. The platform version, which I did buy. I have went and bought some more Ateez albums. But I probably won't do what I've done with Stray Kids, which is try to like buy a bunch of albums to pull who I want. I'll probably just buy the photo cards. But yeah. And you'll see a lot of Mingi in here because I just think he's adorable, and I couldn't just get rid of this, even though he's not in my bias line. But yeah. And then my friend traded me for this one, and I love her for that. Thank you, Victoria. And then more album PCs. And then now we're in my random NCT 127 section. And I know y'all are going to be like, where's Tail? He's missing, which is why he's not in front of Johnny. He's missing. I don't know where the photo card went. So yeah, needless to say, my NCT collection's not great. And then the postcards that I got from the albums I bought so far. Okay, so yeah, that is the extent of this. I do have one more NCT photo card, which is the reason I bought an NCT album in the first place. My friend pulled this Mark PC, and I was like, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen. And so I wanted to buy an album to get that Mark PC, and I did not get him, but my friend, I got Johnny, and my friend traded me for the Mark. So here he is, and he is literally so freaking cute. I love this. So yeah, and he stays on display on my desk. On to the next binder. Okay, now we're moving on to my last and final group that I collect. And the group that I now collect the most for my alt group, Stray Kids. Stray Kids came at the right time. So BTS announced their hiatus in June of 2022, and then literally in July is when I would say I fully became a stan. I had already been listening to Stray Kids, but I hadn't really looked into the members and looked into, their personalities and stuff. I didn't really even know what they looked like at the time. I was just listening to their music because back in March of 2022, Ordinary came out, and Maniac was the title track, and that is what got me hooked. I started listening to Maniac literally the week after it was released. So I had already been listening to that and God's Menu and stuff. But July is when I started collecting for them. And this is going to be my prettiest binder. Although I don't have a cover for it, it's going to be pretty, but you'll see as we go along. Not every single tab is decorated yet, but it's a work in progress. Hopefully next year it'll be prettier and complete. But I collect OT8 for Korean albums. My bias is Hyunjin though, which is why you'll see I have like the most photo cards for him as a total. I didn't start with collecting OT8. I actually was collecting only Hyunjin. But when Maxident came out, I had bought a lot of albums and I was like, oh my gosh, it'd be so easy to, keep all 8 members' photo cards. And it started what is now this collection. But it has been so fun. I absolutely love collecting OT8. It is a big project, hence the reason, like, you'll see some pages where I don't even have photo cards on them yet because it's still a work in progress. But it's been so fun, and I love when I buy a new album or when I buy an album because I have all their albums now. I just will occasionally pick up an album and see who I pull. And it's just always fun because you never know. It may be a member I don't have, and there's a lot of possibilities at the moment. Now, when I get, more photo cards and it gets down to the wire, that may get stressful, but right now it's a lot of fun. Just, see, I don't have any of these yet. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun collecting OT8 for Skiz. And all of them wreck me, so it makes it easy for me that I don't have to turn any photo cards away of these cuties. But yeah, speaking of, cuties and wreckers and stuff, who is my bias line? So Hyunjin is my bias, and Felix was my original wrecker. I would say he's kind of the reason I really started focusing on Stray Kids. But he's never been like my bias. He's just the one who really kind of got me into looking at the other members. But yeah, so Felix is my bias wrecker. And then Lino and Han decided to join my bias line this year, actually. They have been wrecking me so hard. And so, yeah, they are officially a part of the bias line. But like I said, I love all of them. I don't know. They have such amazing personalities, and they're just really fun to watch, like their content and all of that. Stray Kids also was my very first K-pop concert that I went to. I got to see them back in March, so I think it's kind of fate because I know that they were originally supposed to perform back last year in Fort Worth, but due to some of the members having COVID, they were unable to do that. But they rescheduled, and by the time they rescheduled, I was already like hardcore standing them, so I was able to see them not once but twice, both days at Fort Worth, and I was so thrilled. It was literally the best 2 days of my life. But yeah, I had so much fun getting to see them. Stray Kids also is the reason that I have met some of my, bestest friends. I went to a training event for 5 Star back in June and met some girls there, and we've become really good friends. And through them, I've met 2 other girls, and so now we're just a little posse of stays, and we love other groups too, but we all love Stray Kids, and we all have different biases, which is really good. But yeah, so Stray Kids has really been good for me this past year. But yeah, we're getting into the portion of my collection where I have collected the most. And so, yeah, you're going to start seeing some full sets moving forward. Mine is Christmas Evil, this cursed album. But yeah, I'm hoping next year that Stray Kids will tour again, because I would love to see them again and again. But yeah, this photo card right here is one of my absolute favorite photo cards. It's not even on my bias, but I love it. And I just got it at a trading event last week. Thanks to my friend Becca for pointing him out. Because I've been dying for this photo card for so long. I am missing just like barely any from Ordinary. And I'm just like, please, if you have those cards, let me know. And the freaking units are the death of me, but eventually I will have them all. My goal next year is to hopefully through Go Live be complete on all my OT8 sets. It will be a difficult task, I would say, but we'll see. Maxident is complete. Like I said, this was the collection that I decided to start collecting OTA in, and so yeah, I am complete for it. These stickers gave me, well, this one specifically, I had to buy this. I have bought like 30 Maxident albums, guys. And I still had to end up buying this stinking Sungmin sticker. He gave me so much trouble. He doesn't love me. But I finally got him. And then I'm also complete for 5 Star. 5 Star was definitely one of my favorite K-pop releases this year. Not just because it's coming from my alt group, but just because it was an incredible album. My favorite tracks were probably Hall of Fame is definitely there, and Super Bowl. I really love those. Rockstar, the most recent comeback. I also really loved this album too. Specifically Cover Me, which is written by my bias, and Chan. But that song is just, I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. For Rockstar, I'm still missing a couple of pieces. Like, this one's on the way. I finally completed this. Thank you, Claudia. My friend Claudia pulled this last weekend. It was the last PC I needed for the postcard set. And she pulled him and she traded with me for it. But yeah, so thank you, Claudia. But yeah, I am missing just a few, which is these three right here from the Headliner album. And then I'm also missing these from the platform version. But I joined a group order and I have 4 coming in the mail. So we'll see who I pull from those. But that is it. I'm afraid the next album that Stray Kids releases, I will need a new binder because my binder Bertha is almost full. I don't think she'll be able to fit another comeback in her, sadly, because like I said, she's full. But yeah, that is my OTA album binder. Let's take a look at my Inclusions binder now. Alright, this is going to be my Stray Kids Inclusions binder. So any bigger items from packages, albums, DVDs, things like that is all in here. Which is why she's so thick. So let's go ahead and get into it. I don't really try to collect OTA for album inclusions just because it can be kind of hard. I do want to get Hyunjin's always, but I understand that it's not always possible to get all 8 members, and so that's why I just do Hyunjin and then whatever other member I can also do. I also don't have Hyunjin's of these. That one's still a work in progress, trying to get his from this No Easy pre-order picture book. I do have some. I have one that I got as a freebie, I think, one time. But that one's not really a, you know, necessity, I guess. I loved the Ordinary ones that were glossy instead of matte and also thicker. I wish they would do that again, but I don't know that they will. Considering this comeback was like paper thin for the little mini posters, so yeah. I do have all 8 for Maxident, and 5-star, just because it was really easy to get all 8 with the amount of albums that I've bought. But for Rockstar, I don't, only because they did them in the limited albums only, and I didn't buy that many limited albums. But I do have Hyunjin's, and like I said, that really was like all I wanted. Looking back on this past year, it's kind of crazy how much my collection has grown, because like I said, I didn't start collecting Stray Kids until July of 22, and so yeah, it has grown an insane amount. And I didn't even start collecting OTA until October of 22. So yeah, to say it's grown an insane amount is an understatement, I would say. These are all from the postcard albums, by the way. I got all 8. So this is all 8 members' little postcards. He's so cute. I'm really excited to see next year how much my collection has grown, and hopefully I'll be able to look back on like kind of like what my goals were for collecting and be able to say I accomplished them. Oh, I love this one. But we'll see. And then here's the member posters. I have Chan's, Lino's, Hyunjin, and Seungmin's. Hopefully soon I'll get my season's greetings in the mail too, and I can do an unboxing of it. I've already seen that my friend got hers, and it is so cute. I really love the concept that they did, so can't wait to get mine in the mail. But yeah, that was it for my Inclusions binder. Let's move on to the next one. The next Stray Kids binder that I have is going to be my Japanese binder. This will have like my Japanese album PCs, my Japanese merch that I have bought, and I think that's it. I really didn't intend on collecting Japanese albums, but Holo, he's so cute. But my Japanese collection's kind of all over the place. So Circus really is the only one. Circus and the most recent comeback. So the Super Bowl Japanese version. Those are the only ones that I have complete so far. So yeah, just enjoy looking through this. A lot of it is just like merch that I have bought from the Japanese site. Yeah, I just can't say no. They release new merch and I'm like, oh, it's so cute. And yeah, which is why I have all of these. I will say they are really cute and I do enjoy them, but yeah, this will probably be a collection that doesn't grow too much because I'm trying to not buy as much. I say that, and then next year we're going to do the flip through and it's going to be in a bigger binder. But we'll see. Oh, I love this cute look on Felix. He's so cute. He just looks like cotton candy. But yeah. And then here is the most recent comeback. So I'm only supposed to collect Hyunjin for Japanese albums, but this concept was so cute, and it was regular PC sized. So yeah, I'm doing OT8 just for the ones where they're wearing the cute little heart headbands, because I couldn't resist. And I'm still missing Linos from this, and then this is the stickers with the pink border, and I'm missing Hans. So I'm close to being done with that. Next year, I hope to have those two done. And then here's all of the rest of Hyunjin's PCs. I did complete that. And then just random ones that I had from other members that I got in the albums. And then fan club postcards for these three. And then more merch PCs. But yeah, that is it for this binder. Let's move on to my smaller binders, my A5s. So I have two of these like zip up A5 binders. We'll start with this one because it doesn't have as much in it. In fact, it really is kind of just like my miscellaneous binder. I have like Pacific PCs in it and my Hyunjin duplicates. So I have a hard time getting rid of my biases Photocards. In this binder, I have all of the duplicates of Hyunjin's album PCs that I pull or POBs that I get. Now, I'm not so crazy as to keep every single duplicate, but I will keep at least one duplicate of any album PC that I pull of this. And so that's what this is. Like I said, it's a random binder on my desk, but and then I have a Felix. But yeah, and then I have these from the Japanese merch things. So like I said, the most random binder that I have, but they needed a place, so that's where they are. Now on to this one. This used to be my pop binder, which is why it's decorated so cutely for Hyunjin. But now it is got my DVD PCs and like packages. So like the stay in Jeju. So yeah. The Maniac DVD, and then the Maniac Blu-ray, Cherry Hyunjin, and then the Stay in Jeju, and then this is, I still need Linos from this, and I still need to complete Hyunjin's from the Stay in Jeju. This is one of those things that I kind of started and didn't finish, so I need to really finish it next year. And this one, I need to get the yellow Polaroid from it, so we'll see if I end up getting it. Hopefully soon I'll be adding the new Season's Greetings photo cards in here, but we'll see. But yeah, that is it for these two binders. On to my pre-order benefits. All right, on to my first Stray Kids pre-order benefit binder. So for POBs, I tried to mainly only collect Hyunjin, but I do have an issue, and so occasionally you'll see some OT8 sets and also my bias line, which once again is Hyunjin, Lino, Han, and Felix. But yeah, mainly the OT8 sets are for stores like Target and stuff like that. But yeah, so we're going to start with Maxident. This binder has Maxident all the way down to the older albums. It's going to be the smaller of the binders. I didn't really get serious about pre-order benefits until 5-star. So now I'm just like really trying my best to get pre-order benefits from the other comebacks. So I have almost all of Target. I'm just missing Hans. And then I have Apple Music, and I'm just missing Felix's. I need a filler there. And then Barnes & Noble, just missing Han. And then if I just do like one member, like if I'm just doing Hyunjin, I try to group by like outfit. So this K-Town is the matching outfit for that. And then we have this outfit, and we have my signed Hyunjin right here. I have a mixed match of fillers, by the way. This is MMT Video Call. I love this photo card so much. And obviously I love this one too. With these lucky draws, I believe. And that's it for Maxident. Now we're going to get to Ordinary, and this is also where it gets very slim, because at least I was a part of the Maxident comeback. I wasn't a part of this comeback. Although I started listening to them for Ordinary, I was not buying albums and POBs and stuff. So hopefully next year I'll really get to work on, you know, these pre-order benefit collections. But yeah, so that was all of Ordinary. And then we have No Easy. I don't know why I have this random blank piece there, but yeah, this binder also needs like some, you know, moving around. This is In Life. This is funny enough. Sub K, they sold their light sticks, and they sold these PCs like with it. Well, not sold it. Like if you bought a version 2 light stick, they sent like a random photo card, and I got this Changbin, so he's staying. And then I have that Hyunjin, and then these for Go Live. My babies. I love these photo cards. Was very happy to get my hands on these too. But yeah. And then now we move into my unit PCs for my Japan albums. They're just randomly in this binder. And then event PCs, so like not event, venue PCs, I guess is what you could call these. These are from the Sound Comeback, and then Pilot, Fan Meeting, and then the Dome Tour for Japan. Oops, can't barely see that one because of the Holo. And that is it for that binder. Now we will move on to my last last and final binder, which is also a pre-order benefit binder. Okay, so now we're going to go through my other Stray Kids pre-order benefit binder. This one has Rockstar and 5-star in it. So let's go ahead and look at it. This is my newest binder in my collection, and I love it. It is a Prism Platinum Deluxe binder, and sadly she's already almost full, but I do love this binder. So right here, we're just starting off with kind of like a cover page. You already saw this in my Exclusions binder, but I had an extra of Hyunjin's mini poster, and so I decided to go ahead and just put it in here as kind of like a cover page. And then we have my signed postcards. I have Lino, Hyunjin, Felix, and IN. Then we have our Soundwave POBs. I don't have all of my pre-order benefits for Rockstar yet, so you'll see a lot of fillers for them, but eventually you'll see them. Also, these Holo sleeves that you see are from Mandu Deco. And we have Target. So for Rockstar, I only have done Target and Soundwave for OT8. And then the rest is kind of just like my bias line. This is the Soul Offline Soundwave pre-order benefit. And then we have a whole page of just fillers. Like I said, all the fillers are going to be stuff that is on the way or that I need to purchase. So yeah, we have Aladdin here. It's kind of hard to see with the Holo sleeves that I have on it. And then Blue Dream Media. I need these too. Latte Duty Free. Another page of fillers. Yeah, this may be Yes 24. I'm trying to remember the stores since this is still a fresh comeback, so in case any of y'all want them, but some of these stores have left my mind. This is JYP Shop. I have purchased Hyunjin's. It's just not here yet. More fillers. Maybe this is Yes 24. Heck. I honestly don't know. He's wearing the same outfit. It makes it really hard for me to know which ones. This one's with Mew. And then Apple Music. I only have Lino's so far. But I have purchased Hyunjin, so you'll see it in a later haul. Now we're moving on to 5-star. And once again, I just kind of put the extra mini poster as a cover page. Signed postcards. I have Hyunjin, Felix. He signed really huge. And Changbin and Seungmin. And then I have quite a few OT8 sets for 5-star. I went a little crazy. But this is one of my favorites, is the Soundwave OT8 set. I just love that. This is the only set that they have this outfit on, and I just really love it. And then we have Target. Once again, all of these are sleeved in Mandu Deco sleeves, so they're not actually Holo cards. Sony Music. Apple Music. My local K-pop shop was selling Apple Music POBs for 5-star. And so I was like, I'll just snag all 8 of them. Poor money choices. Now we're getting to my BIOS line. So we have them for Barnes & Noble, Blue Dream Media, Soundwave, Lucky Draw Round 1, MMT, Video Call. So this is the MMT Video Call. Regular MMT. I have to purchase Hans still. JYP shop, obviously, duh. I love this Hyunjin, by the way. He has these cute little, I hope you're able to see him, like these little freckles right here. The makeup, but they're super cute. A random page of just like Hyunjin POBs I got. I'm not sure on the store though, so sorry about that. I know this is like Yes24, like not in the order, but Yes24, Music Korea, and K-Town For You, I think. A random page of the replicas of Lino's. And then his Soundwave, one of the Lucky Draw rounds. This is a Soundwave pop-up, I believe. I need to get this. I was like, I got these 3, and I was like, I can't leave these out. I have to get them now. Latte Duty Free. These are probably my least favorite POBs from 5-star, by the way, because they're just so dark. And I saw someone say that they loved them, but they're just like, I don't know, the lighting's not great to me. And then these. My Cowboy Changbin. He's not my bias line, but I just can't get rid of him. I love him. Same with his Make Star. And that is it for this binder. As you can see, I have a lot of problems sticking to it used to be where I was only going to collect Hyunjin's POBs, and now you see where that has gotten me. So let's move on to the next binder. Okay, before ending this video, we'll move on to some of my favorite photo cards, which you have not seen yet because they are the photo cards that I have on display in my room. So obviously they're very special photo cards to me. So we'll start with this. This is Hans Dome Tour PC. I put it in a top loader that I decorated myself. And yeah, I immediately when I saw this photo card, I was like, I need it. He just looks amazing. So yeah, it's on display on my desk always. Just always have him on a little easel on display. Then we move on to another prized possession of mine, and that is my signed Maxident photo cards. Now, you've already seen Hyunjin, but remember I said I like to keep duplicates? I actually have 2 signed Hyunjins for Maxident. One stays in my pop binder, and the other one is always on display. with my Changbin, my Chan, and my Felix. If I could have it anyway, I wish I had a silver Chan, which I did, and I traded him for this Felix. So, because the person I was trading with wanted the silver marker. So I made that sacrifice, but it was worth it. I mean, and I love it. Love it. And now we move on to my last two, which are which are going to be the two photo cards that I value the most in my collection. I know for sure one of them is the most expensive, but yeah. So we'll start with the most expensive PC that I have in my collection, and it is this. This is my Red Lights Hyunjin Photocard. I literally got him in May or June of this year, and it was like a dream come true. He always stays on display in my bedroom, and now to join him is this photo card. This is my In Life with Fans POB, and I have him on display. This cute little thing right here was made by my friend Becca from Christmas, and so he's on display in there. But this is him, and I just got him last week. It was a Christmas gift to myself, and it is like the most beautiful photo card ever. So yeah, but looking at these two makes me think of another big goal that I have for next year, which is I really want to get at least a couple more POBs next year. These definitely were a priority for this year, and I'm so happy I was able to get them. So hopefully I'll be able to get some more next year. But that is it. That is literally every photo card that I own, that I have currently. I do have several in the mail, so hopefully next year I'll be able to show y'all some hauls that have those photo cards in it. So that is it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, this video was mainly for myself. I just wanted to see where I was at with my collection, and so that next year when I look back on it, I can see how much my collection has grown. And so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you saw some photo cards that you liked. If so, comment down below which one was your favorite. Like I said, this one for sure is my favorite, but let me know what yours is. And let me know what your collecting goals are for next year as well. Hopefully I'll be able to do some hauls in the coming year that show kind of how my collection is growing. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank you for sticking around. Happy New Year, everyone. Good luck with your collections, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.